Hi everyone, welcome to From the Ground Up. I'm your host, Carol Wyman, and we are at the Pool Spa Patio and Decking Show here at the Las Vegas Convention Center. It's day 2 here, and we are excited to be here with James. James, do you want to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about why you're here?
Sure. My name is James Loria, and I work with MAMMOTION. And we are here at the show, and we're glad to be here at beautiful Las Vegas at the PSP show.
Yeah, what are you looking forward to? Like, what are you trying to get out of this show?
You know, so we were talking about that earlier, and what I want to get out of the show is getting a better understanding of where the pool industry is going to be in the next 5 or 6 years. Mm-hmm. So everyone's always wondering about, what can I do next? So MAMMOTION, if you don't know who we are, we're one of the leading companies in the market with robotic lawnmowers. And we're best known for that. I mean, you can find us pretty much in every retailer out there under .coms. And in 2026, you'll find us in 2 major retailers. You'll find us in Walmart stores. You'll find us also in Lowell stores also. Mm-hmm. But we introduced our first pool robot, is what we introduced. Now, I know everyone's going to say, oh, another pool robot, is what they're going to say, right? We have a little different approach on that. Because, we could talk about specs all day long. We could talk about, the basket and what kind of material it's going to pick up. To me, that's a little updated right now at this point.
Okay.
The reason we came to PSP, and we have both products at our booth, come to our booth, that's 405, all right? Mm-hmm. The reason why we came to the show is because I wanted to show pool retailers, especially the independent level, another revenue stream.
Yeah.
So it's very important because the pool retailers across America, almost in every strip mall, you're going to find a pool retailer. They're doing pool service, they're selling pool supplies, they're doing the chemicals for people's homes. They are always looking for another revenue stream because depending on what part of the country you live in, they may have to slow down their business. I have friends that live in Chicago, Michigan, Wisconsin. Well, they're not using their pools in January, February. No. However, I'm from Miami, Florida originally. I never closed my pool down.
Right.
Currently, I'm actually residing in Greensboro, North Carolina. It's a little bit of a hit and miss depending on what kind of day of the week it is going into winter season. But we still cut our grass, and some people still have their pools open. The independent retail business for the pool industry can use our product, especially on our lawn robots, as an additional revenue stream.
So important.
Absolutely, because not only can they sell our robots, and they want to sell the pool robot also, but the installation is where they can make money on. Yeah. So, when someone's spending almost $2,000 on a robot to cut their lawn, that person usually has the expendable income that they want someone to go out there and do professional installation. Our entire industry in consumer electronics is built around buying a high-end TV and having someone go out there and do the installation for you. They want to hide the wires. They want to make sure it works properly. They want someone to show them how to use it also. And that's really the approach that I wanted to get out of this show when I came here. And I've talked to hundreds and hundreds of pool retailers in the last 2 days. And we're only on day 2 right now, right?
Right.
We're on day 2. And I've talked to hundreds of them right now. And each and one of them told me, you know what? I never thought about that. If you go inside of a pool store, they sell keychains on the countertop. They sell candy. They sell bottled water. It's an additional revenue stream.
Absolutely.
Why not sell hardware? Because these pool retailers already own the customer.
Yeah.
They have the permission to come inside someone's home. The customer respects them and trusts them. So why not be able to offer another product line for them?
Right. I mean, that diversifying any type of revenue stream is super important. But then you've already built the trust. It's a great lead. Being able to, what services do you offer to be able to have them, do you teach them how to install? Like how does that work?
So the nice thing about our product is that it's a self-taught application, but we have YouTube videos. Mm-hmm. We also have training I'm actually the regional manager for the company, so I handle basically everything in the Southeast. And I have counterparts that work all across the country. I've got people in California, I got people in Texas, I got people in the Midwest. So we go out and we work with our independent dealers. Mm-hmm. We work with our regional partners also, and we also work with our retail partners at the same time. But it's the independent level, the mom and pop store we want to talk about. To me, that's really the bread and butter because they offer service, where some of the big box retail stores cannot offer service. And this is what we are educating them on right now. And it's platforms like this that allow us to be able to let them know what we can do for them. I'm going to be doing some seminars at some of the future shows, teaching dealers on how to build their revenue stream to be able to ask services like this to their businesses.
I think that's wonderful, and especially when you're dealing with homeowners, you're dealing with people that are that have trust. You know, it's nice to have more local presence as opposed to having a big store. You know, like the Home Depots or the everything. So I think that's wonderful that that's something that's being offered, and the educational aspect of it just sets you apart too as a company. I think that's wonderful. What if people want to get information on you? What's your website?
So you go to MAMMOTION.com.
Okay.
And you could also find a list of dealers, independent dealers in your area from across the country. But if you go to MAMMOTION.com, you learn a lot of information there. The most important thing I want to stress, depending on what robot you want to buy, whether it's our lawn robot or also one of our pool robots, is making sure you buy the right product for your application. So if you have a pool that's only 1,000 square feet, make sure you buy the right robot for that.
Right.
Don't overkill yourself. Same thing goes for a lawn robot. A lot of questions we ask customers when they ask, well, which robot do you want me to buy for my lawn? I go, well, how big is your property? They go, oh, I live on 1 acre. I was like, well, how much cuttable grass do you have though?
Right, it makes a difference.
Yeah, it makes a big difference because if you have, if you live on 1 acre, but you really only have, let's say, 2,000 square feet of grass to cut, then I'm not going to overcharge you, sell you an overkill robot. I'm going to sell you the appropriate robot for what you need. And the same thing goes for pool robots also. It goes the same way, same thing.
That's wonderful. I think that's great. I mean, it's the knowledge that you can bring the customer and the people that need to be in the know and not overshoot. Because then if they can save money for the customer, then they'll be more apt to purchase.
The last thing I like to end is letting you know who our target audience is also when it comes to any of our robots. So obviously anyone that's into technology is buying our products. Right. However, when we kind of get in a micro level of who's buying our products, I would say the biggest portion is going to be under 40 is buying our products, but then we have a big gap in between that, and then 65 plus older are buying our robots also. Why? They want to spend more time with their family and spend less time on their lawn, is what they want to do. The younger generation, they just like technology. These are the same people buying Teslas and electric cars. They understand they love technology. Sure. It's like every time the same person goes out and buys a brand new cell phone every year when a new one comes out. So, it's really made for everybody out there. It's a great product also for veterans, especially if they're handicapped, because they can still take control of cutting their own lawn. Our product works great where when you set it up, the robot lawnmower, you set it up once, it goes out and cuts the grass, or if you want to use it as a remote control device, remote control, cut your grass.
Wow, that's wonderful. I love hearing that. I love the automation. I love the technology aspect of it. I love that they can diversify their business by having 2 different platforms.
Yes.
So I think that's wonderful. I want to just thank you for being here, James. It's been a pleasure getting to know you. You have a lot of great energy, and so you know where to visit him. We are continuing to have podcasts and talk to people throughout the day at this great PSP Plus Decking show. So thanks for joining us on From the Ground Up.